Hello, Miss Shamra. Let's check in with Spirit and see what messages we have for you today. I'm kind of sitting sideways, so I didn't want them to fly everywhere. All right, here we go. Oh. Okay. On the floor. Okay. All right, let's check in here and see what's going on. All right, so it looks like you've got quite a bit of things going on here. And I feel like this is something that you've recently gone through, or you're fixing to realize that there's a connection here that's really imbalanced. And in this connection, you're seeking harmony. You want things to work out in your favor, and yet the reality is this person on the other side is not who you need them to be. And there's a lot of deception here. There's a lot of wearing a false mask, right? There's a facade that's being put on. And I feel like this is a lot of you deceiving yourself, even in regards to this connection, that you keep looking at it and writing off the red flags. You keep excusing things in this connection. This doesn't have to be a romantic connection. This be platonic or romantic, but this will resonate with you as you know who this is and what the situation is about. You need to cut ties. You need to disconnect. This relationship is only going to continue to cause turmoil for you. There needs to be some healthy boundaries in your life. You've recently come through a new level of awareness and understanding. This has ignited a passion within you to find what actually resonates with your heart and soul, to find the truth. Right? And when we find that truth, it ignites that passion and it allows us to really transform our lives. This is about putting yourself first. This is about refusing to surrender to the storm. Realizing that you have the power. You carry the power in every situation because you can only give away what's yours. So if you're in a situation and you're feeling powerless, realize that you have surrendered your power. Reclaim it, recall that power back. Be loyal to yourself. Show up for yourself every day in every way. This is telling you that these storm clouds are clearing. It feels like it's been dark for a very long time. And it's like you finally see the light at the end of the tunnel. You're stumbling and just continuing to stumble forward towards that light. But that's exactly where you're supposed to be. And as you chase after this light and you gain this wisdom, that's going to bring about the change that you're seeking in your life. It's going to bring the balance and the harmony that you're wanting. But you've got to make sure you're aligning yourself with the right people. Where are you putting yourself in situations where you don't belong, that were never meant for your energy to be entangled in? You need to remove yourself from these situations. It may feel like you're being torn down and having to start all over. But understand that starting all over with a firm foundation is better than living as is in a house that is immaculate and gorgeous, but on a shitty foundation. When the storm comes, it washes it away and everything's gone. It doesn't matter what you build if the foundation isn't secure. So right now you're being guided to rebuild the foundation within yourself, to find peace and stability and tranquility within yourself, not in external circumstances, not in external people, places, or things, but to find it within. It's like the turtle, right? The home is within, your protection is within. Home is where the heart is. Your heart is here. Home is inside. Be careful of what feels like home in external circumstances when home wasn't safe. You've fought a long, hard battle, and you've overcome every obstacle that's been thrown before you. You'll overcome this one too. This is a card about endings. This is an ending of old karmic cycles, karmic lessons, karmic debt. Closing out cycles and seasons that no longer serve you, that you learn the lesson and you move forward. This is like a total eclipse, right? We've felt like we've lost everything. All the light is gone. There's just a slim sliver. But that's all that you need of hope, of faith, of a mustard seed, right? And as you continue to stand your ground and fight for what's right, fight for yourself, for your own peace, for your tranquility, for your joy, you close out all of these cycles and you move forward. How do you do that? You do what's called shadow work. This is you, the light, facing the darkness within, facing all of those painful memories, those traumatic experiences, the abuse, allowing yourself to fully feel everything that you felt and that you stuffed because you didn't know what to do with it. For so long, you've disassociated with your emotions and you've just tried to just stuff them, but not really release them, right? Just disassociate, just put your mind on something else, keep your mind busy, focus on something else. But this is actually telling you that what you need to do is allow yourself to actually feel it. We were never meant to disassociate in that way to where we diminish and just dismiss our own thoughts and feelings and the emotions, the things that come up, but we were actually supposed to allow ourselves to process them, to allow that energy to flow through, right? An emotion literally only lasts, a physical sensation of an emotion only lasts 90 seconds from start to finish. So if it's lasting longer than that and you're finding yourself in states of depression and anxiety, you've got to realize that's fear and anger held inward. It's because it wasn't expressed. So then you, instead of allowing it to go outward because you didn't want to hurt someone else, and you feel if you express it, that means I have to hurt someone. Having anger is not a sin, okay? There's no sin. There's no good, bad. It just is. It just is. It's just energy. It's just something that needs to be transmuted from the negative to the positive. And as you face those dark, hidden parts of yourself where all of that pain is that keeps getting re-triggered by circumstances and relationships, and when they get re-triggered and you wonder why you act as though you're 12 again, it's because you're emotionally stunted and fragmented at each one of those traumatic events that you didn't allow yourself to process because you didn't have the tools, you didn't know how. So when those emotions come up, it's because it's a reactivation of an old wound. Most of the time, it has nothing to do with the situation that you're in. It has everything to do with the past and the past not being healed and it coming back up. Like you feel right there. So when it comes up, it's coming up to come out. So I want you to honor that feeling and go inward. Go back and deal with that inner child, that fragmented piece of you that's still sitting in there, lost and alone and afraid and wondering why no one's answering the call. It's a cry for help inside. So when you show up and you allow yourself to process through those things, when you did this to me, it made me feel this way, just energetically getting it out. I know that I felt this way and I allow myself to cry it out. I allow myself to scream it out, whatever you need to do, not at anyone, just simply allowing yourself to get the energy expelled. Then that's when you find the peace and the freedom and it's removed and you can allow the loving, healing light of unconditional love that you are to flow in and through you. And then you become that conduit for source energy, for God's Spirit, the Holy Spirit to work through you, work in and through you to heal and clear up everything within you, but also allow you to then take the light to others. Like, here's the card that I was even talking about a second ago, like it's stumbling in the dark towards the light. Every struggle was never meant for your demise. It wasn't meant to take you out. It wasn't meant to throw you off path. It's literally to keep you on path, to use as a stepping stone to get to that next level. Change is here. Change is now. You have to decide to keep pushing forward, to keep pursuing personal growth, to keep pursuing healing and wholeness, and understand that no matter how many times you stumble, you get back up again. You rise again. This is saying you're dealing with a lot of things from the past, unhealed emotions and traumas and loss, that you haven't severed soul ties that need to be cut. Energetically, you may not have anything to do with those people in your life anymore, but energetically, you're still connected. You have to choose to let that go. You have to choose you. Protect your peace at all times. And as you let go and surrender the pains of the past, it opens you up for that loyalty to self, where you can move into a place of abundance and freedom and love and acceptance and joy. Everything you've been seeking your entire life, that you were begging and pleading for, you never had to beg and plead for. You just needed to own it It is yours. It is you. It is your birthright. You are strength. You are power. You are love. You are peace. You may feel like you're stagnant and things are moving so slow, but you're on the right path. You are moving forward. This card also talks about a lot of changes that happen in our lives and a drastic left turn. It's like, you know what, I'm done with this. I decided today, it's decision day. I'm done. I'm moving forward. I'm taking a different path. A lot of times this comes up in regards to work. This could be a new job opportunity, a new career field, shifting your focus. And that as you do that, you become like an apprentice and you learn and study as you grow. And then you have breakthroughs. Slow and steady. You're on the right path. Make the changes you need to make. Pursue peace. What you need right now, love, is to take some time for you. And not just like I'm going to take a day for me, but every day. Every day, you should honor your body, honor yourself, honor your spirit, meet with yourself every day. Meditation has changed my life. Getting into that space where you can allow your mind to quiet the thoughts, the anxiousness, the overthinking, and to center your thoughts around the things that you know you want to bring into your life. And getting yourself on that energetic level. We're energy. We're a vibrating force of energy bringing these elements together. And whatever you're vibrating at, what you put out is what you're going to bring back in, right? So if you're vibrating fear and anxiousness, what's going to come back? Situations that keep you in that place of fear and anxiousness, shame, blame, guilt, right? You put it out there, it comes in. If you're vibrating at that, you're putting it out there. If you're speaking it, you're putting it out there. So we've got to raise our vibration. How do we do that? Well, we do it by disassociating from our thoughts, our feelings, and our emotions, and realizing I'm the awareness of that. That is not me. I'm the awareness of that. And I can logically look at these situations and I can look at this and go, okay, that needs to change. If I change this, it changes that, which fixes this, which fixes that. Right? You rise above your situation and get a different perspective. When we're on the ground, in the battle, in the middle of the emotions, we're feeling it. We're acting in the emotion. We have to come out of the emotion and realize the emotion was just meant to trigger us to think, to allow us to be wise with the changing of the circumstances and the changing of what's going on in us. We were never meant to succumb to our emotions. They're just meant to be an indicator, not a dictator. So use it to motivate you. You feel anger, use it to motivate change, right? I'm angry. How can I fix this? What do I need to do to fix this? And remember, you are in charge of you. Can't fix anybody else. Can't change anybody else. What you can change and what you can master is you. So master your emotions. Realize you're the awareness of them. You don't have to embody them. Let go of the toxic people that are no longer serving your highest good. Step away. You're not losing anything. You're making room for what belongs. For what is yours. What's meant to be will be. I love you, and I'm so excited for your healing journey.